Hey everyone, welcome to Behind Basics. Today we're diving into one of the cheesiest, most comforting dishes of all time, mac and cheese. And trust us, its story is just as rich as the dish itself. Mac and cheese, the ooey gooey, deliciously cheesy pasta dish, has comforted generations. Whether it's baked to a golden crisp or made in a single pot on the stove, mac and cheese has been on our plates and in our hearts for centuries. But how exactly did it get there? Let's rewind the clock and dive into the surprising origins of this humble classic. Many people believe the story of mac and cheese begins in Italy, the home of pasta itself. Medieval Italian cookbooks included recipes for pasta layered with cheese, resembling a distant cousin of lasagna. In fact, the recipe was popular among the wealthy in the 13th and 14th centuries, where pasta would be made fresh and layered with grated Parmesan. So you could say the earliest form of mac and cheese was a delicacy for the rich. Imagine being at a banquet in Renaissance Italy, with tables laden with cheese-filled dishes and indulgent pasta. Even then, the love of pasta and cheese was deeply rooted in Italian culinary tradition. The first real recipe for a pasta and cheese dish closer to today's mac and cheese, however, was written down in England. In 1769, a cookbook called The Experienced English Housekeeper included a recipe instructing cooks to boil macaroni, then simmer with a cheese sauce. Here it started resembling something we'd recognize, pasta mixed with melted cheese, designed to be warm and satisfying. This dish became known as a simple yet flavorful comfort food in English households, especially popular for those who could afford ingredients like imported pasta and quality cheese. But it was America's third president, Thomas Jefferson, who brought the dish stateside. Jefferson first tasted macaroni in Europe and was so enchanted by it that he even had a pasta machine shipped back to the United States. He began serving it to his guests in the early 1800s, and it became a hit at his famous state dinners. Some say Jefferson's version may have been baked, with a layer of cheese on top, creating that perfect golden crust. Imagine being at one of Jefferson's dinners, trying this creamy, cheesy dish for the very first time. It was unlike anything most Americans had ever tasted. But mac and cheese didn't become a household staple until 1937, when Kraft introduced the first boxed version. This quick, convenient dinner quickly won over families. Why? Because during the Great Depression, a dinner that could feed 4 people for just 19 cents was a game changer. People loved that they could get a comforting, filling meal without breaking the bank. Then, during World War II, the popularity of boxed mac and cheese grew even more. Rationing made fresh food scarce, and Kraft's product was shelf-stable, affordable, and, most importantly, tasty. Kraft Mac and Cheese became a staple in American pantries and has remained one to this day. Today, mac and cheese isn't just an American favorite, it's a global phenomenon. Around the world, chefs and home cooks alike have created unique versions of this classic. In Italy, you'll find rich, baked pasta al forno. In South Korea, you might enjoy a spicy, creamy twist with a hint of kimchi. And in the Caribbean, macaroni pie adds a tropical flair to the traditional bake. Each culture has embraced the simplicity of pasta and cheese and made it their own. From gourmet twists in restaurants to beloved homemade recipes, mac and cheese proves that simple ingredients can create an unforgettable experience. So next time you dig into a warm bowl of mac and cheese, remember, you're enjoying a dish that has journeyed from Renaissance Italy to English cookbooks to American state dinners and beyond. It's a true testament to the power of comfort food that brings people together across time and place. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the history of mac and cheese. If you loved learning about the origins of this classic, don't forget to like, share with friends, and subscribe to Behind Basics for more delicious stories behind the foods you love. Until next time, happy eating.